What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This is a video of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. I'm going to show gaming on it. I'm going to show Fortnite. I will show some other games as well. And this phone is crazy because, like I said, it has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, 16 gigs of RAM. It's a real powerhouse phone. And IQOO 12 phone, there it is. It's like I think it's the BMW version. It's pretty cool. I have Fortnite set up. Crazy, guys. It's got maxed out specs on here that we're going to be running. You can see I have it at 90 frames per second. I have the ultra high quality on there. I have high on the textures, 100% 3D resolution, and show the FPS. So let's dive into a game at this point. I'll get this playing. All right, so we are loaded in. Now remember, this is running on high at 90 frames per second. And I was just doing the little lobby thing, and I can already tell it really can't handle what I'm throwing at it. I don't know if you can see the frames up there. It's definitely not really hitting 90. It's looking like it's hitting, I mean, it hits 90, but then it goes right back down. And there is some stuttering going on a little bit. So we'll let it play a little bit, and then if it's having issues, I'm going to bump it down to 60 frames per second and see how well it does from there. But so far, I mean, from what I can see, it's not doing anything absolutely insane. Let's run it a little bit better with nobody around. I noticed, again, I didn't record when I was in the lobby, but when I was in the lobby, it was doing some stuff. It wasn't looking amazing on here. Looks like it's hitting about 75 frames. I mean, it's hitting 90, I guess, but it's kind of down. It's doing better here for sure. But let's get into a little bit of lag right there. See these trees. Didn't realize I was playing on a squad. So there you go. A little bit of lag. A little bit of stutter. So what I'm going to do is, it doesn't look like it can fully handle 90. So I guess it won't let me switch to a lower frame rate in the middle of the game. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to jump on this bike, hopefully. So I'm going to jump on this bike, give it a ride here, just to see if what happens with the graphics. The graphics look really nice on here. I have the high textures HD downloaded and installed. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't run. I can tell it's not, I don't know about if you guys can tell, but it's definitely not running beautifully on here. There's a little bit of stutter on here. So let me restart the game and push it to 60 to see how that does. All right, so I'm in the lobby right now. I got it set to 60, but it looks like it's still, looks like it's jumping below 60. We'll just call it 60 though. And a little bit of lag there still. A little bit of stutter, yep. Especially in these heavily populated areas. I think these lobbies are probably the best way to kind of stress test this game on your device. But again, let's just test this stuff out. All right, give it a little jump here. This jump looks good. I haven't touched the graphical settings, and all I did was lower the frame rate on it to max out at 60. Because when you game, it's nice to game at 60 and above. 30 is fine too, but like 60 on a high refresh rate display looks really, really nice. And anything above that looks really great as well, even better. Okay. Give it a little sprint. Okay, that looks good. It's holding pretty steady at 60 in these areas where there's like nobody. But But once the action kind of picks up, that's when you notice that you got something going on where it's just not up to snuff. And I was hoping that these games would be optimized for this kind of stuff. But they just don't seem to be. You jump in this car. Little racing. So 60 is definitely holding up a lot better. So I would say if you're going to play this game and you're going to play it on high, probably play it at 30. 30 would probably work great on this. 60 and even 90 worked pretty well. There was a little bit of stutter, but 30 to 60 would definitely be the sweet spot for graphics. 45 would probably be fine as well. In heavy populated areas, you're going to see some issues as well. So if you're hoping that the 8 Gen 3 was going to be the fix for all your gaming Fortnite needs, it doesn't look like it's probably going to, unless they completely optimize this game. We'll jump into a little Roblox here. We'll go into the Roblox Realistic Forest demo. I always like to try this game out. I already switched the graphics to the highest they can go. You can see, where is it? I've got my graphics, settings, graphics quality up, all the way up. There we go. So I'm going to hit X all the way up. And this game, I was playing it earlier. It runs awesome. It runs really well. And this is a beautiful game already. Like, it's just everything looks like video game quality except for the character itself. But, like, it just looks real nice with what you get here. I don't know if there's a frame counter on this specific game, but haven't noticed any lag on this. Got this big old giant forest you can run through with all the sounds and sights as if you were hiking. Really nice looking game. So it looks like, and we'll play more games on here, but it looks like, if you wanted to game on here, especially in Roblox, in these kind of games where there's not 7 million people, but even if there is 7 million people, maybe you still could. It looks great. And it plays great too. I haven't noticed any lag at all. And it looks super smooth too. I got Brookhaven up next. Check this out on here. This is a little bit more populated of a game than that last one. And again, I haven't touched the graphics, so let's just jump in here. Some people back there waiting at the start of the server. So far, so good. Even with the highest graphics. Let's go in here, see if it's going in the dance studio. Doesn't look like anyone's here. I always wonder why kids play this specific game, Brookhaven. Because, like, really, I never find anything to do when my son plays it. And I'm like, I guess you can just drive around and pretend you're in a virtual world. I think that's maybe the appeal. But, like, other than that, and you can ride a slide or something. But I don't know. There's, like, nothing to do in this world. Like, I don't know. You can't hurt anybody. You can hold them. I don't know. It's just a weird game. But anyways, yeah, it looks completely fine. It runs fine as well. Lastly, let's check out Genshin Impact. And I'll just show you what I got going on for the graphics here. Settings, and then we'll jump into graphics. I have it set, it says custom, but you can see everything is set to high or highest. I know this one's like, you can't move it to highest. It just is, that is the highest. This one just says highest for environmental. The FPS, the highest you can do is 60. So I literally have everything at its highest running right now. So I was playing this earlier too, and it seemed fine, and it looks beautiful. This looks amazing on your phone here, especially if you've got that Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 running. Like it's a beautiful looking game. The frame rates are good. I didn't notice any lag or anything. And obviously, if you go into a more populated area, of course, you might see that. Seemed like there was a slight little stutter right there. Oh, I gotta beat those guys. Those guys always get me. No, let me see. Let me see if I can get these guys. Let me see. 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 Whoa. Can I hit them again? I can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got him. Did I get him? I did. Whoa. I'm not used to playing this game. But she's kicking butt. Let's do it. Oh, she's on fire now. There. Got her. Got him, I mean. Look at this. All the fire. So, looks good. And just the heat of the phone, too, in case you guys are curious. It is, I can feel it. It's not burning my hand for sure, but it is warm. And I think you would expect that with at least 2 AAA title type games on here. But as long as the game is optimized and can take advantage of that power and it's not like, too much for it, it's going to run pretty well. And this game, again, I don't think they have a frame counter on here, at least from what I see. But I would guess it's running at or close to 60 frames per second, especially, I don't seem like tearing or anything like that. It seems pretty smooth overall in general, so looks pretty nice. All right, guys, so there you go. That was the IQOO 12 Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, 16 gigs of RAM. It's a powerhouse. It is a gaming phone. It does all that stuff really well. Is it a huge difference, versus last year's phones, the 8 Gen 2 in the gaming department for my test? I didn't personally notice a lot of difference, to be honest with you. I know just raw benchmarks, there's pretty big differences, but like, am I noticing anything, from what I've seen in the past? Not really, but maybe as games are optimized and better suited for this processor and the GPU that's built into it, we'll see some differences, but it definitely games really, really well, and I was happy with the performance in general. Fortnite let me down a little bit because it is, some pieces of the game where it's laggy, but I wouldn't even probably say it's that fault of the processor. I'd say it's probably more fault of that game itself, because I know with even some high-powered games, high-powered GPUs on the CPU on the PC side for that game, sometimes it's not well optimized for that. So again, I'd push it off more to the game versus what you get with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace!